What's going on, guys? Today we are taking a look at GIM's 3-pack RGB fans and their light bar as well that were sent out to me. We're going to go ahead and begin with the GIM hub. You will basically be connecting all of your parts into this hub, and then the hub connects into your PC. The hub comes with a total of 11 inputs, and then you're going to have your SATA input as well for powering your hub. And here's one of the 3 fans. I opted for the white one just because I thought it would look a lot better in my build as it's mostly white. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and plug these up, set them up, and see how they look in the case. In the box, you also get these bands that wrap around the fans, which helps you kind of customize it a little bit more to your liking. I personally chose just to completely make it all white, again just to match my PC case and my overall setup. We also have an RGB controller. With this, you can control the lighting on the PC, the different modes on the fans, and also, of course, the speed of your fans. Comes with some screws if you need them for your build, and then this little double-sided tape so you can attach it to the back of your case. That's pretty much everything that comes in the box. Next would be the light bar here. This one, again, it also attaches to the hub. It's powered by the hub, and then you can control it with the RGB controller that comes in the 3-pack. I love the light bar because it's not like your typical light strip. It's a solid block. It has the frosted acrylic design to it, which kind of diffuses the light a lot smoother than a light strip would. So I'm very excited to try this on my build. So the way you plug this in, this is a SATA connection. You're gonna plug that into your PC. These fans, you're gonna plug into these ports, so just match the holes, and there you go. So next, we're gonna go ahead and plug in the light bar here. As you can see, it doesn't have as many inputs as it does have those little prongs. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put it directly in the middle. So if you were to put it a little bit too far to the left, it wouldn't turn on. If you put it all the way to the right, it doesn't turn on. It has to be directly in the middle, as you can see right here. Hopefully you guys can see it pretty well, but as long as it's there in the middle, it'll turn on and activate, and it'll work with the hub as well. So this is the current build situation. I got 3 NZXT fans, one on the top, one right over here for the cooler, and then one right over here. It's a little dusty. I gotta dust my case. And then we have an empty slot right over here. So how we're gonna configure this, probably have a fan here, fan there, and the third fan right over here, and we'll probably put an NZXT, one of the RGB fans, right here. So right now I've already turned off my computer, so now we're ready to install the kit over here. Okay, so I've already kind of taken the back port. This is what the back of my PC looks like. This right over here, if you're curious, this is my NZXT hub. This is where all my underglow LED strips, all the RGB fans are connected to this. But we don't need to worry about that. What we need to worry about is our hub for the GIM controller here. So this is it. We have everything plugged in already, but I will unplug it just so I can get more organized with it. So this end right here is gonna plug into the SATA connector, which is right here for me. This one is connected to my SSD, so that's my solid state drive. That's my memory right there. So all you really do is plug that in. This is connected to your power supply. So it goes from power supply, it has this little input, and then it connects into your solid state drive as well. So you can connect that to it, and that's pretty much how it'll go. I have everything connected to the hub, so as soon as I turn on my PC, all of these fans and underglow light, or this light strip right here, bar, whatever you want to call it, this will turn on right here. So let's go ahead and turn it on real quick. Let me turn it on from the back first. And then let's turn on the PC. So there's the light bar. There's one of the fans. It's blowing. So you can see it's rotating. And then the other fan right over here. And I will say, it feels like you have a little personal fan in your face. So right now with the GIM side, that's blowing towards me. This side blows out. So this is blowing towards me. Feels good. So I will say, in compared to like my NZXT fans, they do feel about the same. Maybe because these are new, it feels like they're blowing a little stronger. I'm not quite sure, but these do seem to have really good airflow. As you can see here, I'm gonna put the white bands on it just because like it'll match like my PC case, but it looks pretty good. Bit of a ghetto test. So we got the RGB controller. Let's do, there's orange, there's kind of like a reddish pink, a blue. You can turn up the brightness, you can turn down the brightness. I will say, when you turn on the brightness up all the way, it is really bright, especially that light bar. That light bar just kind of blows you out of the water. The white looks really good. It actually looks really clean. It looks more of a kind of a bluish hue on your end. I think that's mainly because of the camera, but on my end, it still does have that little bit of a blue hue, but it does look pretty white. So just be prepared. So if you buy it, the white is not going to be as white as you think, but it's pretty close. It looks great, actually. It looks pretty fantastic. So that's what it looks like with the clear, like stock strip over here that you can change. And this is what it will look like with the white one that I changed. So it's not see-through, unfortunately. I wish the white one would have been see-through, but it's going to be my case. So most likely I'm just going to see kind of like the blades here. It looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and put these into the PC, and then let's check out how the actual rig will look like. So we are done with the fan installation, and I will say it's pretty easy, and it looks, honestly, it looks really clean. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. So now that we have the fans installed, we're gonna go ahead and install the light bar. I did receive 2 light bars, so I wanted to get a little creative. Let's go ahead and see how creative we can get with these light bars, considering I already have light strips in the case. All right, let's do it. Alright, so this is how we have it. We have 1 light bar here, and I gotta say it looks pretty cool. We're just testing it out, just gonna see, maybe it'll look good, maybe it won't. I'm not really sure. I put it behind the cables, and again, the magnet is holding pretty well. This one is going to go right over here maybe, but yeah, let's see how it looks. Okay, moment of truth. All I have to do now is turn on the PC. So let's go ahead and turn it on the back. Wait for it to come on. Cool, perfect. And this should, in theory, all work. Okay, we are live. Got the fans spinning. They're both blowing air in. So the way this case works, it sucks in air through these, it pushes it through, and then these fans pushes it out of the case. So that's how this works, and they are blowing pretty strong. It feels really good. Everything is working as it should. My underglow kind of fell over here. That's a GG. But besides that, as you guys can see, it looks very good. Let's see if the controller works from out here. So that works. Yeah, it works pretty good. I'm happy to report. Installation took me about 20-30 minutes. Again, I'm kind of an amateur with these things, but if you are an amateur as well, this process is very easy. It's not complicated. Please do not be intimidated by this. Just take things slowly. You know, if you're not quite sure about it, just kind of research it online. But besides that, it's pretty easy. Okay, so let's quickly run down through the controllers and all of its features. Right here, top left, it's the obviously on and off button. So if you want no lights, you can turn those off. If you want them on, you can turn them on, which is pretty cool. I know some of you guys want that option. Right here, you'll have the speed. So it's basically when you have a setup, like a little mode, if you want the speed of those to go faster, or if you want the speed of those to go slower. So it just depends. It's your preference. You do have that choice, which is pretty cool. I do like that. Next one is going to be the modes. So you're gonna have different RGB modes here on the controller. Honestly, there is a ton to go through. So if you guys do pick these up, go through the RGB effects, you're bound to find something you like. Next one as well. So if you hit the play button right here, it just plays one of your effects that you have saved. Again, I kind of like the static colors myself, but if I were to do a mode, I'd probably go with the RGB rainbow one. I really enjoy this one. I think it looks fantastic. Again, if you want to go through the mode, so if you, let's say you skipped it accidentally and you want to go back, all you have to do is press negative mode and it goes back to the previous one. So that's pretty cool. Next one, it's going to be the brightness of the RGB. So it's the yellow one. So the yellow buttons, this one right over here is going to be making it brighter. And then the one on the left is going to make it pretty dim, and it does go pretty dim, which it looks fantastic still, even if it's dim. Okay, so the next button that I want to show you guys is the speeds of the fans. So it's going to be these bottom ones right over here, this one and this one. So right now it's at the lowest fan speed. So if you guys want to take a quick listen. Not bad overall as a whole entire system. It's not that loud, right? Especially once you put the front glass panel in front of it, it's not gonna be that loud. So let's go ahead and bump it up all the way and let's take a listen. So it is quite the drastic change. Again, the glass panel is not on the machine, so it's not gonna muffle it as much, but again, it is a pretty noticeable like sound. It just depends to you. Again, you can, you know, set it to what you like. If you have some headphones on, it's probably not going to bother you. So for me, in my opinion, it's not that bad. I'll probably have like a medium speeds just so it can get some good airflow. But overall, it doesn't sound too bad. It's not too loud. I think at the end of the day, just kind of preference to what you might like. And then at the bottom, you have some static colors. Pretty self-explanatory. You click on the blue, you're gonna get blue. You click on the purple, green, you're gonna get green, etc. But if you guys want to mess around with more static colors, you can start going through the modes and you will get more static colors there with some additional RGB effects, kind of like these right here. With the RGB effects, I love them. They're fantastic. They're good. Of course, if they had integrated software, that'd be amazing. Unfortunately, with my motherboard, I wasn't able to connect the hub directly to it, or the fans or the strips directly to the motherboard. I know if you do have a motherboard that you can connect those two, then you can control it within the motherboard software. The hub, I think, does a fantastic job. If you are kind of on a budget and you want something cheap that looks fantastic, looks great, I'm not gonna lie, I do recommend this. Even though they did send this product out to me, it doesn't change like what I feel about it. So far, I've really enjoyed it. One thing and one thing only that I'm kind of obviously a little bit worried about, as always, as any consumer is how long is it gonna last? You know, it may be good for a few months. Is it gonna be good for a year, 2 years? I don't know, we'll see. I'm definitely going to be doing a follow-up review just because it looks so clean. It's very inexpensive, very easy to set up. Again, my only thing is how long would it last? So we'll definitely roll back. If any sort of issues happen within the future, I will be sure to let you guys know. All right. So that wraps up the entire process here. I try to be as detailed as possible just because I've seen other videos on YouTube that didn't really give me too much information on how to build this. So hopefully this helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions, whatever they may be, please drop them down below as I try my very best to answer all of your guys' questions. But with that, I'm out. Have a great day, be safe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.